Hey guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. Where we paint from the heart, we're having a ball. I tell you what, this little old country road's developing and I drove to this coming to work this morning and I look out through there and see that sun coming up and casting that shadow or the lights across that field and I'm just trying to capture what I get to see every day driving in. Let's see what we can do here. We'll work on some more on my road. I took out a lot of my color up here. I want to get some more color back into that. Take some just the burnt sienna, because we got a lot of colors laying in there. That's just plain water on here. Grab a little touch of that burnt sienna and put it here. Just make me a wash. Again, this is the glaze. But see, it'll put some color in that road, see. But it didn't really cover everything up. Look how quick that color jumped back in that road. Kind of need that, didn't it? That in that light just coming between those trees and kind of get that back in there. Have a touch more of that sienna. And I'm going to try to hold this up so y'all can see better what I'm doing. Sometimes I forget that, which I'm pretty well reminded every once in a while. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
you're doing lots and lots better.
I tell you what, guys, there ain't nothing better in the world. Get you a good buddy and go play. Go paint. Have a good time. Go do some things. Now I'm going to grab some of this yellow ochre and just put in here. Well, I'm sorry, it's not yellow ochre. This is raw sienna here. This gives me a good, little bit lighter color. I'll try to hold that up every time I load the brush so y'all can see what I've done. And then you'll see as I lay it on, the stroke it makes. Is that a little bit better?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Use some of that color going up into here. I have no white in this canvas right now, or on my brushes right now. I want to try to keep it that way. That's that light shoving through here. Pull that light that's shining through here. I know if you've ever been in the woods, you've seen that, how that light just kind of diffuses and comes between the trees out there. It's that atmosphere light into there.
It's like the dust in the air on a country road or something that reflects light, isn't it? Or something.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I've seen it a million times.
It's well, and you'll see it in a you get a real intense bright light, and you'll see why they call it atmosphere. It's not just clear air. There's little particles and little things and pollen, and there's stuff in the air. And we see that. But that's what I wanted. Catch some of that there, and I'm gonna carry some of that, a little bit of that color on up that tree a little bit. This one is back here in the background, so that's what that needed. Tone that down just a little bit back there. A little bit dark in here, so I'm gonna kind of roll a little bit up here. I'm trying to get some paint back on here again to play in my trees. I go backwards and forward and play and putting paint on and taking it off. But it gives me something to paint into. Something I can paint into. Let's see what we can do here. Carry that there. I want to get a little bit of this yellow. Get it in here. Got some more water. I want to keep it pretty thin down a little bit. Not quite that thin. Some of the things you don't see, I keep a towel on my lap so I can just stroke my brush across there. It keeps my pants clean. This isn't a messy way to paint. I mean, the beauty of acrylics is we can all do this. You're not going to be able to get down that low.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Okay, but
I'm showing.
The whole beauty of the acrylic is it's very easy to do, but if I need to stroke my brush off, see, but it keeps my pants clean. I'm not making a big mess. The only mess on this towel is where I do this. Or every once in a while, you see me drop a paintbrush. Well, it gives me something to protect my clothes. But you know, if you've been working with acrylics, it gives you wonderful colors. They wash off with warm soap and water. When this whole thing cleans up at the end of the night, you're never going to wear this out. It takes just a little bit of paint. I mean, guys, anybody can do this. Now again, I grabbed a little bit more of that brighter yellow. Just put it in here and just that light sitting on that road, see. That's out now. I like that effect. That stroke, I kind of like the way it's coming through there, and that's where it actually hit on that road. A little bit more of that lag. Just cast that, we got it hitting over here. Where it goes over, these other colors that are under it will show through, because I keep it real light, keep moisture in it. But we've lightened that road up pretty good. Now what we got to get in that road is the ruts. An old country road would always have some ruts in there. We don't have our ruts. I'm gonna grab this is burn lumber, not raw lumber. I'm just gonna kind of mix that in with this color right here. I need a dark color to start with, so I'm gonna grab some ultramarine blue, mix in there with it, because we kind of lost all that in our road. You got to have some tracks on this road. I'm just gonna see how I'm just kind of pulling that brush and carry that on down. I'm not worried about a long way off. We're not going to have just 2 tracks. You're going to have a couple of tracks overlapping, crossing, and just pulling tracks into the road here where there might be tracks. Because they would have rode up and down it. Now, if this was no dirt country road, your tracks have been out there, because that's where the wagon tracks would have been. But where did the horse walk? The horse didn't walk out there on the edges. Think about this. Where did the horse walk at? Got the wheels of the wagon, they rode down them tracks right there. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this yellow, kind of mix in with that. That old horse, he had his trail wore right down. We're gonna go a little bit wider, a little bit. He had a little trail kind of wore right down the middle of the road. Where his feet hit that road, hit that road, hit that road. He was pulling that wagon along. So we're gonna try to capture some of that. Have a little more yellow. There'd be a war spot right there. So we're not used to spending so we hadn't, I guess we just haven't had horses in so long. We just didn't really know how this stuff, you know, that it was actually there. The sun's coming from this side, so we got the dark part of the track. There's going to be a light part of that track on this side, where the sunlight's hitting over here. If you got it dark, you got to have a light next to it.
You got a track, but you mean like a rut, right?
Yeah, it's a rut, but it would have been a track where the wagons and I mean, this road was used. People would have gone up and down this road and moved stuff up and down the road. So we want to capture some of that look in that road. It's just not a flat road with no tracks in it.
That makes sense.
So you had people using this thing. No, it can't be 8 minutes already.
It's 8 minutes.
Guys, it's just amazing. When you start doing this, how quick time flies. I know I probably wear Michael out because I don't realize when I'm sitting here painting, and I just don't realize how quick this is all happening. This is a wonderful way to spend an evening. Grab you a paintbrush, sit down, unwind, and have a ball.
Grab your camera, sit down, and watch your brother paint.
And
Y'all come.
Y'all come.